Mary Poppins and the Bankses, they're family to me.
Well, firstly, Colin, full credit to you for mastering what is apparently one of the hardest accents in the world. How did you tackle it?
Which accent?
Well, it's kind of a English hybrid Australian, I think you were going
kind of
for.
was all over the place. I don't know what I mastered, but thank you. I knew a little bit about Travers, and I knew that he hailed from England and then spent a lot of time in Australia, and maybe some time in Ireland. I think he did not spend as much time in Ireland as he professed to have spent. I think he was a bit of a spoofer. I think he was somebody that possibly bent the truth from time to time in his life. But it was fun. I had a dialect coach and we worked with a little bit, and we created something that we felt was just our own and that we could be comfortable in.
I read that you said the script was one of the most unique reads for you in 15 years. What was it that initially hooked you?
It was just so moving and so emotionally stirring, and yet it's not dark. It's painful, but it's not dark. I think that's a kind of amazing achievement, to write something that is as emotionally provocative as it is, and as painful as it is, and yet as sweet as it is.
Yeah.
It was like, I was just, wow, because it's funny. It's funny. The script was funny, and the film is funny, and Emma's just insanely funny. And then it's crushing at the same time. So that was, I just couldn't believe what a fine job Kelly Marcel had done. And I read it at 2 o'clock in the morning one night and emailed my agent straight away, and it was a no-brainer.
Some of the most beautiful scenes in the film involve you and your little Australian co-star.
Annie Rose
Annie,
Buckley.
yeah, tell us about working with her.
She was cool. She was cool. She was easy and lovely and brilliant, and she was there with her parents, and her twin brother Max was there, and they were all over and on this journey, which, while you would think it must have been head-spinning for them, it didn't seem head-spinning at all. They were just really good, grounded people, and I had a blast working with her. She was a joy, and I mean, anything that I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity to do with regard to performance, you know, came from her and me, and we were very much a team, and it was easy.
I won't have her turned into one of your silly cartoons.
Says the woman who sent a flying nanny with a talking umbrella to save the children.
You think Mary Poppins has come to save the children?
Oh, dear.
Although you didn't get to share scenes with Tom and Emma,
Yeah,
did you have bonding time?
We had a little gathering in my house before the film started, and we sat at the back and ate some food, and then I put on the Mary Poppins film, and
Awesome.
people ended up, drips and drabs going inside, and ended up being, 15 of us sitting around on the floor and some standing and watching Mary Poppins in the house on a, I don't know, Friday night or something, but it was cool. Because I'm a big fan of, so many of the actors in this film. Paul Giamatti and Bradley Whitford and BJ and Jason and Tom and Emma. And I knew I wasn't going to get to work with them, so I selfishly just wanted to meet them and say hello,
You've never been to Disneyland, and that's the happiest place on earth.
No, please.
Well, when does anybody get to go to Disneyland with Walt Disney himself?
Considering how hard it was for Walt Disney to actually get the approval for this screenplay,
Yeah.
why do you think he never gave up?
Because I think he saw what the film would become. I don't think it was the ego thing. I mean, maybe that was in there somewhere, but he saw how many lives the film was going to affect, and maybe saw the box office potential as well. I don't want to be a pure idealist, but I think he knew the power of imagination, he knew the power of good writing, and I think he saw that in it.